focusing on developmental milestones for your 17-month-old baby and activities you can do with your baby to help them reach those milestones. Welcome back to the Carnahan fam. My name is Kaylee Carnahan. I'm an early childhood educator. Our little girl Ainsley is going to be our helper in demonstrating these milestones and activities today, and she just turned 17 months old yesterday. So a lot of these skills and activities that we're going to be demonstrating today, she is still working on herself. And I just want to give that to you as a reminder that these activities and milestones are definitely not hard and fast for 17-month-olds. They're going to be really applicable for kids that are just under 17 months old, over 17 months old. So don't be surprised if your 17-month-old is doing great in some of them and can be working on developing some of them as well. That being said, let's get started. The first set of milestones that we're going to be focusing on today for your 17-month-old are cognitive milestones. And these are the milestones that are related to the way that your baby thinks, understands, and problem solves. The first cognitive milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that your baby is starting to identify more and more people by name. One of my favorite ways to practice this milestone is actually by making familiar people magnets for your fridge. So we went ahead and printed out pictures of familiar people, laminated them with some stiffer laminate, and hot glued a magnet onto the back of that picture. And then every day be practicing the names of familiar people.
Papa, Boo-boo, Yo-yo, Moo, Mama, Sissy.
Our next cognitive milestone is that your 17-month-old is beginning to identify body parts on other people or even maybe stuffed animals. If your baby has a sibling, it is great practice to practice identifying those body parts on the sibling.
Can you touch Bro-Bro's nose? There it is. Where's Bro-Bro's belly? Where's his belly? Boop. Where's Bro-Bro's ear? Ear. Where's Bro-Bro's mouth? Where's his eye? Where's Bro-Bro's hand?
Now we're going to move into speech milestones. And speech milestones are related to the way that your baby expresses language as well as understands and interprets language themselves. Before we go into the milestones themselves, if you are looking for a resource to help you create a rich language environment at home, super simply, you'll definitely want to check out our How to Teach Your Baby to Talk video. One of the strategies that we'll mention here in a hot second actually comes straight from that video. The first speech milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that your baby is continuing to add new words to their repertoire. And a really easy way to practice this is by using the pause strategy. And that is where in familiar songs or familiar phrases, you leave off just the last word that baby might already be familiar with.
Won't you say you love me? Do the people on the bus go
Up, down.
down came the rain and washed the spider.
Up.
Bubble, 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 bubble,
Pop! If your baby doesn't fill in the word right away, that is just fine. Model for them the word that goes there, and over time, it will help expand your baby's vocabulary because they will be able to fill in those words as well. The next speech milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that yes or yeah or some variation of that affirmative phrase is a part of your baby's vocabulary. We're gonna model the use of yes. When offering baby something, you might say, "Do you want your snack?" And instead of accepting a grunt or a scream or whatever else, you'll say yes. And soon enough, baby will start mimicking the use of yes. To encourage more expressive language, expect them to say yes once you know they are capable.
Do you want some more water?
Yes.
Yes? Do you want to swing on the other swing?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Would you like a snack?
Yes.
Should we do some painting?
Yeah.
The next set of milestones are self-care milestones, and self-care milestones relate to the way that your baby takes care of themselves and their bodily needs, as well as contributes to like the functionality of their home around them. The first self-care milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that your baby can drink from an open cup without assistance. Now, this one comes with practice. We highly recommend some very child-sized cups for your child to practice with, and starting off with just a little tiny bit of liquid in that cup. Obviously, you'll also want to start this skill assisted. So if your baby is not quite there assisted yet, go ahead and help them out until they are proficient with drinking from an open cup assisted. Then you can move on to drinking from an open cup unassisted. The second self-care milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that baby is able to assist in simple chores. This might be helping to put laundry in the washing machine, or maybe their clothes they take off into the hamper. Maybe it's cleaning up a spill. Maybe it's that water they just spilled after practicing with the cup, or even something as simple as cleaning up their toys. We also have an entire video dedicated to simple at-home chores for toddlers that you can check out. I will link it above as well as in the description below if you are looking for some very simple ways to get your toddler involved. Now we will move on to social milestones. Social milestones are related to the way that your baby interacts with other people as well as understands their own feelings. Your first social milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that baby is starting to understand the situations when you might use some basic manners. For example, before you give them something, they start to understand that they need to say please, or right after you've given them something, saying thank you. As with most things, this is learned by modeling. Some people say, what are the magic words? Or simply say please. And in our house, we say, can you ask me with kindness? However you set it up, it doesn't matter. Just consistently modeling and expecting manners will help your baby to develop that skill early.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here you go.
The second social milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that your baby enjoys being a helper. It's not so much a chore to clean up the water or to put the laundry in the basket. At this stage, they likely enjoy doing those things with you. Help facilitate that with baby by making it a positive experience. Rather than harping on baby for spilling the water and now they have to clean it up, let them know that it's okay the water just spilled, and now we get a towel to clean it up. This will not only help baby build her self-confidence as she learns to interact with the world around her, but it'll also help her to know that mistakes are okay and she can find enjoyment in the process. Now we're gonna move into fine motor milestones, which are milestones that are related to the muscles in your baby's hands and fingers. And our first fine motor milestone is that your 17-month-old is able to nest several objects within one another. Nesting cups is naturally the most common object to be able to practice this activity, but honestly, even just different size bowls or Tupperware would work fine as well. You can see in these clips here that sometimes Miss Ainsley girl gets it, and sometimes she's not quite getting it and feels frustrated that the cups aren't going together. When baby is looking at the cups, she is learning how to determine size and capacity, getting basic understandings of bigger and smaller, that the smaller cups go inside the bigger cups. They're not born with knowing that. Periodically model for them the way to properly stack the cups, but the best way that baby will learn how to do this is through self-exploration. The next fine motor milestone for your 17-month-old baby is that when she is doing an art activity such as coloring or painting or drawing in some way, it's actually developmentally appropriate for her to use her whole arm in doing so, not just her hand. That level of fine motor control to just the hand will come much, much later. But right now, it is very developmentally appropriate to see your baby using their whole arm. As often as possible, find ways to be able to provide baby with the opportunity to experiment with those things. She will only be able to refine that skill to her hand one day if she's used the muscles in the meantime. Our last set of milestones for your 17-month-old baby are gross motor milestones. And gross motor milestones are related to the large muscles in their body. So their arms, their core, their legs, all of those muscles play into gross motor skills. And the first gross motor skill for your 17-month-old baby is that she is able to walk up the stairs holding onto a rail or the side of the wall. Now, our house is a one-story house. So this is definitely one I think our 17-month-old could definitely keep working on. But we do have stairs on our toddler's bunk bed. Practicing on the stairs in a supervised way is a great way to help your baby to develop this skill of being able to walk upright on the stairs, holding onto the wall or a rail. You might assist baby in holding their hand and taking them up and down the stairs while they hold with their other hand onto the wall or the rail. But you're definitely gonna wanna supervise baby as she's learning to go from that belly scoot up and down the stairs to the standing and holding against the wall. And the second gross motor skill for your 17-month-old baby is that after modeling, baby can mimic a tiptoe or even walking on her heels. And it's not something that you'll see them walking across a large stretch with, but just brief moments of tiptoeing or walking on their heels. Now this is one we need a lot of work with still. All right, folks, that wraps up our developmental milestone activities for today. Our series continues with our 18-month-old milestones and beyond. We started the 18-month-old milestones with our son last year, so those ones are done and up already. And I'll link the 18-month-old video above as well as the description below so you can check that out. But definitely if you haven't yet done it, go ahead and pause and hit subscribe so you can see not only developmental milestones for your child as they continue to grow, but the fun activities that we do as well. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for being here with us. We're so glad you're enjoying the developmental milestone series, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye now.